Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. On this, the final Saturday in June, which is hard to believe, and that means it's fourth Saturday, means it's bonus Wong.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Just a little bit warm.
A little bit.
Make sure
that
you hydrate.
Hydrate.
And,
that's right.
And that's with water or some type of a liquid with electrolytes in it.
This has it.
Whether it's a Powerade, Gatorade, Smart Water. And one of the great things that I have learned from a good friend of mine, a really good water to drink for hydration is alkaline water.
That's a good one.
That is probably one of the best. And then another thing that's really good for you is coconut water.
No, I don't like coconut.
Coconut water is very, very good for you, but alkaline water is very, very good because it is a natural water, not purified.
How do you get coconut water with all that strings in it down you?
It's very good.
Okay.
It's really good for you.
Okay.
A lot of football programs, college football programs now, provide coconut water during the summertime as their athletes are being, going through their conditioning drills and those kind of things.
A lot of duck hunters drink that, too, when they're out there trying to get their blinds ready. And actually, their folks are working right now. Frank Barton is out there looking at his. And so we're going to talk ducks right now. Okay, Ron?
I can cook them.
You can cook them? Well, I wish, Hey, we got a good friend. Eric Keszler. He is the Senior Communications Specialist for Ducks Unlimited. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, buddy, we're doing great. And when I got my press release recently, and, of course, we try to keep up not only on Outdoors with Larry Ray, but lroutdoors.com. We've already posted this. Hard for me to believe this is the 20th season for Ducks Unlimited TV, the longest-running waterfowl hunting show on television. It's getting ready to debut on Monday on 4 times a week on the Pursuit Channel. And, of course, I'm cheap, but I like to go to ducks.org because I get lots of information there. So, Eric, it's hard to believe it's 20 years. And so tell our listeners a little bit about what the season, what are we looking for? I know, and I'm going to give them the time frames and everything. You got a new guy on the scene, but you got the old guy on there to kind of balance it out. So tell our listeners out there a little bit about what can they expect from DUTV.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, this is our 20th season on the air. We've been around a long time.
Amazing.
And actually, one of the cool things you can do now is you can go to our website and you can see some of the episodes from 20 years ago. 1997 was our first season.
Yeah, Wade Bourne was young. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to see how waterfowling has changed over the years, and
clothing.
How, the clothing and the people and the calling and everything has changed over the years. It's pretty cool. But anyways, we're kicking off our season on Monday, June 27th on the Pursuit Channel. You can also watch the new shows on our website at ducks.org/DUTV.
Yes.
And it always seems kind of early, we're in the middle of summer, but we're duck hunting already.
Yes.
But it's one of the ways that a lot of folks kind of, get through the summer.
Yeah.
And, start thinking about duck season already and start planning for it.
And you've got some guys and people will recognize, give them who's going to be part of the DUTV crew for 2016.
Yeah, we actually have 4 different hosts, and they take turns going off on their different waterfowling adventures across North America. Wade Bourne, who I'm sure most of your listeners recognize his name from DU Magazine and from being on DUTV for a lot of years. Hosts a few of the shows. Field Hudnall, who's been with the show for a few years, also 2-time world goose calling champion. Is one of our hosts. Ainsley Beeman, who's a young lady from Louisiana, who's quite a passionate waterfowler, too, hosts some of the shows. And then this year, John Paul Morris, who's the
name sounds familiar.
Son of Johnny Morris, owner and founder of Bass Pro Shops, has joined the crew, and he's going to be hosting a few shows as well. So it's quite the lineup of some expert waterfowlers and some great hosts. and hope people tune in and watch.
And not only that, and again, we're talking to Eric Keszler. He is the Senior Communications Specialist for our good folks at Memphis-based Ducks Unlimited. I noticed some of your shows, you guys really try to have a variety of shows. You're going to have a Mississippi Delta hunt with Calling Legend. You know, his actual name is Calling Legend Buck Gardner. You know,
right.
No, his actual name is Merle. So I mean, you know, and I know it. But we're going to have Buck, and you're going to throw in Toxie Haas in there. Hayes in there too. Toxie Hayes is going to be in there. So not only are you going to have some local things like the special youth hunt for Arkansas timber, which I really like, sea ducks, things like that we don't get a chance to. So how do y'all come up with how many shows you doing, and how do you come up with maybe the ideas?
We do 13 shows every year, and we kind of look for several different things. We look for some geographic diversity,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so we're kind of like, figure people are like you. They want to see some things that they don't get to experience all the time, like a sea duck hunt, or, you know, guys that live in California, you know, they've never hunted the Arkansas timber. They don't know what that looks like. So we try to do a variety of stuff. We try to do hunts for the most part in places where DU is active and is doing some habitat work, so we can talk about DU's mission, what's being accomplished in that area. And then we also look for interesting people and interesting stories.
You really do.
That we can tell and meet, and, you know, people that are passionate waterfowlers, but also people that are doing something for conservation and for DU's mission in that area. So it's a good mix of stuff, and I think people enjoy it.
And Ron, you know they're going to have some cooking with Jennifer Chandler. They're going to have some cooking on there.
Jennifer's a good friend, and I tell you, she is a wonderful cook.
Oh, yeah.
And I get a chance to see her several times a year.
Because you like to cook duck, don't you? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's one of your...
I do love to cook ducks. There's several ways I like to do it, but I have to tell you, you know, it's a fun plan with new recipes, because ducks are so versatile in terms of how you can cook them.
Yeah, well, I know there's one duck I'd like to cook, and that's called a cormorant. We won't get into that, but
don't get started on that.
I stirred that up last Sunday in the commercial. I can't believe how many people responded to my story about the cormorants, Eric. And,
really?
And I know there's such a delicacy. You know, give me a break. I mean,
you know, they should be. And
have you ever eaten a cormorant, Ron?
No.
Okay.
But I may try.
Well, I don't know. We'd like to get you a bunch of them. Ducks Unlimited to handle that. But you also throw in Mike Stewart, a good friend of ours. You know, got some training and things along that line. And airing 4 times. Here it is, folks. All this is on my website, lroutdoors.com. I know it's on DU. They're going to air Monday at noon. Monday at noon our time. Tuesday at 7:30 a.m., I like the versatility here. This is not, you know, and Wednesday, 5:30 p.m., and then Saturdays, prime time, buddy, 7:30, prime time. And I don't know which one. I'm assuming that one's probably your most popular. I don't know.
You know, it kind of goes back and forth. That Wednesday evening time slot gets a lot of viewers. So that and the Saturday evening are usually kind of neck and neck for ratings for viewers that we get. That Wednesday one is really popular.
Really?
Yep.
And the Pursuit Channel, is that a pretty good hookup for you guys?
Pursuit Channel's been great. Yeah, we've really enjoyed the partnership with them. This will be our 3rd season with the Pursuit Channel. They're great to work with. They reach a lot of households, and so they're just a great partner. And again, too, if you don't get the Pursuit Channel, those shows are available on our website as well.
Yeah, they do stream, so you can just go to pursuittv.com.
Oh, I can go to DU. You go to duducks.org.
Yep.
And you can
no excuses for missing the show.
No,
that's right.
It's out there and available everywhere.
And our good friends at Mossy Oak, you've really, since you hooked up with those guys, whether it's Toxie or even Bobby Cole, you got Mossy Oak Biologic, and you got Mossy Oak Native Nursery, Mossy Oak Camo, Mossy Oak Properties, and then, of course, our good friends at Drake, another local company made good. I mean, these sponsors are people that really you get involved with, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. And Mossy Oak and Drake are both good examples of corporations that whose heart is in the right place, and they're giving back to conservation. and they're involved with DU in a much bigger way than just sponsoring our TV show. They also have a formal partner relationship with Ducks Unlimited, and a portion of the sales from their products are going back to help conservation. So it's a great partnership, and we're really happy to have them on board. And
Buck Gardner, of course, you got to have Buck on board just to have Buck there, and
people love Buck, and he does calling tips on our show.
Yeah.
He's just such a great teacher, teaching people how to call from the basics to the more advanced calls.
Yeah.
That's one of our most popular features on the show.
Yeah, he gives away a lot of wood duck calls, and he says he'll take them back for $10 once he give them to the kids. That's Buck. He'll give them to you free, but after about 2 minutes of tweeting on it. But before we let you go, okay, buddy, what's Ducks Unlimited thinking about? We already know the season dates and everything. It's so simple, right? We're always optimistic. I know we're at the end of June. Can't wait, right?
Can't wait. And he'll be here before you know it.
They will.
Practice your calling, practice your shooting, work with your retriever, and get ready for the season.
And, folks, I'm telling you now, if this is summertime, please go by, just drop by and see DU's headquarters. I think it's still one of the hidden gems of, you see the duck flag going down Walnut Grove. Just go look in their foyer. Just go in there, step in there.
That's really cool.
It's cool. And
they have a lot of memorabilia there.
And people can stop, right, Eric? I mean, they can come in there.
Absolutely.
Yep. And Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, we're open. We welcome visitors. Love to have them.
All right, Eric, thank you, buddy. Have a great one. We'll talk to you. Stay in touch. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's Ducks Unlimited. I'm that way because people just don't realize.
And you know what? Talk about ducks.
Yeah.
What a great place to go buy stuff that you need to go duck hunting with other than
Sportsman's
Warehouse. And I have to tell you, when you go there,
yes,
go by the gift counter.
I love the
They
gift counter.
have a laptop set up at the end of the gift counter.
They do, yeah.
You just go there, sign up for their monthly giveaway. And it's real simple.
Yeah.
You just type in your information. This month, they're giving away a set of Yeti
I looked at that.
Ramblers.
Yes.
So
anything
that's
with
a great
Yeti.
prize. Yeah, great prize. But every month they have something new. So remember, when you go into Sportsman's Warehouse
in South Haven,
on Marathon Way.
That's right.
Go to the end of the gift counter. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And you might have a chance to win a wonderful prize.
Tell them Ron Wong sent you, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Let's take a break. Be right back. And double whammies here. I didn't whammy. Double women. I mean, I get whammies out of women, But
Larry, what can I say?
Great segment that Ron set up. I can't wait to talk this. I looked at this. This is cool stuff, boy, for your
really
live
cool
wire.
stuff.
This goes back to what Ray Scott said in 1972. Keep the fish alive.
Absolutely.
And this is it. Yeah.
This is it.
Thank you, Ron, for doing it. We're right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
You can find